Hello, everyone. Hi, Mia. Sorry I'm late. Um, I had I was watching movies and stuff um, while the Sudafed got to work, and then I just lost track of time. I was like, oh shit. Well, it wasn't like I was actually doing anything. I was just waiting for the Sudafed to work so I could actually breathe, because congestion. Um, and it did, or it worked, but I just kind of got sidetracked. And then I looked at my phone. I was like, oh, I wonder what time it is. It's getting kind of dark. I was like, oh, it's almost 8:30. Shit. So I'm here. Um, but today we're going to. Oops. Just in. Burbs do not have internal clock. Burbs cannot tell time. Um, but last time we um, rescued Queen Honora from um, the estate of the Arl of Denerim, which would be Arl Rendon Howe, which meant that I was able to, get vengeance upon him for my family because he resisted. Um, the family sword, or the Cousland family sword, avenged the Cousland family. Then we got thrown in jail, or Alistair and I got thrown in jail because technically we committed murder, despite the fact that Carolina clearly invoked blood rights, which is a legal thing in Ferelden. But whatever. So it was up to the Broma brothers of Zevran and Ogren to bullshit their way into Fort Draken and free us. Would a better party comp been better? Like, oh, I don't know, Morgan and Shale or Sten? Absolutely. Was the bullshittery funny? Yes. So clearly it was worth it. But we broke free. Honora did the politician's apology, which means it's complete bullshit. For the giggles. Yes, for the giggles. Um, and she's willing to back our play for the price of her staying on the throne. Which, if I wasn't the human noble, sure, why not? I don't care. I'll I'll have her marry Alistair, because Alistair will probably just let her be queen, and that's all she wants anyway. Um, but I am the human noble. I am romancing Alistair because Carolina legitimately does like Alistair, but she has the chance to be queen. So yeah, we're not taking Honora's deal. So we're gonna have to go into the Alien Age to figure out other crimes that we can link to Loghain. Fortunately, while we were in Howe's dungeon, we rescued quite a few people that I should Arlessa to clean. Yeah, it is a great. It wouldn't even be Arlessa. Highever is a Ternier, so uh, we'd be a Tern of Highever, or terrorism. I don't know the female thing, but I think a Terran is actually at a higher station than Arl. But anyway, we rescued some nobles' children, some good children and some not so good children. But they'll give us points in our favor for the lion's meat. But Honora's voice carries a lot of weight, so if we're going to assume that we're not going to have her voice, we need something to counter it, and hopefully we can find that in the alienage. But anywho, let's see here. Got Unrest the Alienage, Lost Templar. We need to go to Ban Alstana. We also need to inform Ban Sigurd about his imprisonment. I think the Sexton is in the alienage. And we need to talk to the Chanter. So we got a few things to do. Also, another reason why I don't like putting Honora on the throne if I can help it is I don't trust Honora. She's a politician. So she'll say whatever she needs to in order to obtain and keep power. She does make... So is Carolina. I mean, yes, Carolina is a noble, but the difference between Honora and Carolina is Honora leads from the front. Honora doesn't. Or did I say Honora leads from the front? Carolina leads from the front. Carolina is willing to fight for what she believes. Honora doesn't. So, while yes, Carolina is a politician, she actually has integrity because she's willing to put her life on the line for Ferelden. Alright. Styria. Definitely bring in Alistair. Yes. We should probably bring a mage. Go ahead and keep those flares. Do not pop flares. Let's do more again. And we'll follow it up with stat.
Yes.
Holy shit, he's got a lot of attributes. Okay. Get strength up to 40. I'll get dex up to 20. And we'll get con up to 25. We'll just do survival there. We got 4 things here. Okay. Let's do Destroyer, Critical Strike, and 2-unit Sweep. Then Aura of Pain. You're gonna have Constitution because you're a Blood Mage. You need Con. Okay, so if she's got blood magic going, then potions are. This is our only way to heal. I'm just going to be careful. Alright, blood mage. Or blood sacrifice. I'll just have to keep popping potions. And then you. Power it there. Let's actually get your cunning up. Do you really need it? No, but it'd be nice if Ferelden's future king had some cunning. And talents. I guess warriors can use archery, so we'll go ahead and give them that. Yeah, we'll give him a bow. There, just get a short bow. There you go, enjoy. I need to sell shit. Alright. Let's see here. Let's go to the Chantry first. I don't know why this dude still has the mark over there, because I think I have all the crime wave stuff.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, champions of the just.
Okay, that quest's done.
They shall be named Maleficar, accursed.
Warden, I'm humbled you're visiting me again. Need anything old Slim can deliver for you?
See you later.
Right you are.
Alright, Fade the Apprentice.
What is it? I have work to do.
I have a note here from your master.
What does it say? I knew this would happen. Just when I was starting to get good. Well, thanks, I guess.
Okay, I don't know what quest that was for, but quest's been updated.
Dwarven craft. Welcome back. Is there something else you'd like to look at? Only the finest crafts.
No, I don't need anything from you. I just need to unload all of
Every
my
piece
extra
comes
stuff.
with a stamp of assurance from my wife's father, the best smith in Denerim.
Alright. Weapons. We're going to get rid of this. This. That. 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 Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Silver ring. Get rid of that. Get rid of these because I don't use them. That's a gift. Gift for Zevran. Liana. Here we go. Get rid of these. Terran Loghain's crown. I'm just gonna keep this as a trophy. Okay, I don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. I don't need that. Don't need that. Okay. Okay, we're good. Let's see here. I think our next place we need to go is the Gnarl Noble Tavern.
Can I get you a ladder off my back?
Okay.
Whoever you are, Wait. I know you. Poor Oswin obviously didn't recognize you. He described you in great detail, but never mentioned you were a Cousland. I owe you his life.
I would leave no man to suffer at Arl Howe's hands.
When I saw my poor boy's legs, I only wish Howe still lived that I might tear him apart myself. I would bring troops against his son. But Oswin tells me Thomas had no part in his father's depravity. Is there anything you would ask as a reward for saving Oswin?
All I want is for you to speak out against Loghain.
Thank you again. Know that I will stand behind you at the Landsmeet with all the support I can muster. In fact, I'm taking my supper today with Ban Reginalda of the White River Benorn. I'll speak with her about this at once.
Screw you, Loghain! Alright. Lost Templar. Okay, so she's in the tavern too.
How's your brother?
I'd hoped to see him while I was in town, but he's made himself scarce. Every time I've called at the Chantry, may I help you?
I was asked to give you this.
This is Ermenric's. Explain yourself. My brother would no more part with this ring than with his head.
You might ask Loghain.
Loghain? What does my brother have to do with him?
He was captured while chasing... He's in the dungeon of the Arl of Denerim's estate.
A dungeon? What? No. I will go to him at once. Someone will answer for this. You're Bryce Cousland's youngest, are you not? I thought I recognized you. Take this. It's been in my family for generations. Let it be a sign of the friendship between High Ever and Waking Sea. Let me know if you want some of my bowmen when you take back your Tairneer as well.
And that's what the noble can do more so than any other origin. They have an inherent advantage in the Landsmeet because most of the nobles know her or him. So it's a lot easier for the human noble to foment alliances. I think with the other origins you can, but it might require a coercion check, either persuade or intimidate. But for the human noble, like, oh yeah, we heard what Arl Howe did to your house. That really sucks. You've been in his dungeon and he has what? Oh, fuck no.
Now's better than later.
A lot of that probably has to do with the fact that you're a human, as well as a noble. I'm pretty sure the city elf will have the hardest time trying to convince people in the Landsmeet because City Elf, they're the second-class citizens. Dalish would also be down there because Elf. Dwarven Commoner would probably be low as well, just because they don't know you. Elven Mage, I think, would be middle. Because while you're an elf, you're a member of the Circle of Ferelden. Therefore, you do have a little bit of weight. They know of your position. I also know that if you piss them off, or if they piss you off, you could probably turn them into a frog. Human Mage be on top of that. Then Dwarven Noble, which is high up just because nobility tends to respect nobility. They'll have lower respect for you than the human noble because you're a dwarf, but they've know of Orzammar and they probably have heard of the Idukan line. But human noble, you're human, you're noble, you're a Ferelden, they know you. That's one thing I really like about this game over other BioWare RPG games. Like, Mass Effect does this terribly, where in Mass Effect your origin barely matters. Dragon Age 2, your origin doesn't really matter because it's fixed. Inquisition, it kind of matters a little bit. But Dragon Age Origins? Yeah, your origin affects the entire game. Hi, Floof. Welcome to stream. How is you? We're going to the alienage. Quick save, just in case.
All right.
And thank you for the stream streak, Ross. Twitch thinks it's been 10 in a row. It might be more. I don't know. Really? Okay. That's not a good sign. Okay. Let's save. Exit game. Load game. That's better.
We are grateful. The compact is renewed.
Okay. Well, I can change my party. Actually, I might want to do that because I don't think Morrigan and Sten are gonna like what I'm gonna be doing. Because I'm gonna be doing the good guy things, and Sten doesn't give a shit about anybody other than, you know, beating the Blight. And Morrigan, well, she finds altruism a weakness.
Vashaden.
So we're gonna
Yes.
bring in Win. Hell, why not? Ogren. Okay. Level up Win. We're getting her magic up as far as we can go because of Arcane Warrior. Her magic goes into strength. The warden was a city elf. She was not amused. I can imagine. I've played the city elf origin story, but I never played a full playthrough as a city elf. But yeah, the city elf origin, it's actually worse if you're female. And if you play your city elf warden as fuck everyone, Ferelden can burn to the ground, I don't blame you. Alright, let's get that. Alright. Let's dole out some of these things. Agran, Toma, physical technique. Go here. As well as Tome of the Mortal Vessel. When I'm going to take off Spell Wisp. You're going to get Arcane Technique. And then I could just make Carolina even more broken than she already is. Why not? Do it. I'm doing it. I guess trying to multitask. I get it. Don't worry about it, Ross. Unlike Twitch, I'm actually thankful for my lurkers. Alright. Let's get your constitution up. Alright, time for your bow stuff. And I need to give Ogren a bow. I can't give Ogren a bow. Oh well. That's okay. Do that.
I shall do so.
Okay. So we're gonna max out that. Max out that. And let's give her some fire stuff. Fire weapon. Okay. Good. Let's see here. Combat magic.
I shall do so.
There you go.
Can I get you a ladder? I can get off my back.
Alright, want to see how broken we can get Carolina? I've got 13 attribute points. Dex up to 50. Cunning up to 49. Oh my god. So, what's that gonna do for my stats? Okay, so strength of 52, dex of 52. Cunning of 49. Con of 52. What's my attack? All right. So my damage for my family sword is 11.2. That's 11.9 for Starfang.
What do you need?
I have a letter for you from the Blackstone Regulars.
I suppose a noble death fighting the blighted wretches is better than basking in this squalor. They'd better be paying well.
They should be.
I've never been in an alienage. Life must be hard here.
It ain't no fucking picnic, that's for sure.
You will just take whatever you... I think we better explain. Someone's coming.
Thanks for running those thugs off. I thought they were gonna kill me.
What was that about?
I knew I shouldn't have cut through here. Bloody knife ears.
What's in here? Feral dog. Growls. Okay, fine. Grass, why'd you try and pet it? It said feral.
I've got children at home. I can't wait out here for another day.
So go home. The best thing you can do for your children is not trust these charlatans.
Everyone remain calm. We will help as many as we can today, so long as we can do this in an orderly fashion.
What's a mage doing outside the circle?
Are you, Shem? Like Valendrian and my Uncle Syrian, you helped them, didn't you? Helped them never to be seen again.
We've explained this to you before, girl. More whining will not persuade us to let you into the quarantine to carry plague back out to the alienage.
Quit trying to get us all killed, Shiani. Some of us have still got things to live for.
If this spell of theirs works, why are half the people they quarantine perfectly healthy?
I heard there was trouble. Can I help?
What's wrong, Shem? Did you get bored and decide to come watch the elves die of plague? Wait. Sora's told me about you. You're the one who freed him from the dungeons. These foreigners say they're here to help with our outbreak of plague. Funny thing, though, all the people they help disappear.
That's not true, and you know it, Shiani. Both my sisters got the Tevinter spell cast on them, and they're fine.
Tevinter, huh?
Where's your niece, then? And my Uncle Syrian? And Valendrian?
Slow down and just tell me what's happening.
These foreigners have taken dozens of elves into that house over the last few weeks, and none of them have been seen again. One of them was our Haran, Valendrian. And I don't know what we're going to do if we don't get him back.
What's a Haran? Haran. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce it.
He's the elder, the person who guides us. Maybe that doesn't mean anything to you, but it's important to us.
No, I get that. Okay. I think I'll go take a look inside the hospice.
They won't just let you in.
I wasn't going to ask.
Well, just be careful. Those men are mages.
They won't let you in, and I wasn't going to ask.
Is someone there? Maker's blessing to you, child. Be not afraid. I still have some sight to see you by.
Who are you?
It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am Sir Otto. I am a Templar. I lost my sight in a battle with a powerful Maleficar. He called flame from the air and burned my face. The scars have healed, but my sight will never recover.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Don't be. Many of my brethren died in that battle.
See here. If it isn't cheating, it's fair game. Yeah. What's a Templar doing here?
We'd heard rumors that there's an enclave of Maleficarum hidden in the alienage.
Have you found anything?
I have found no evidence of Maleficarum in the alienage. However, there is something else. This place, it's scarred like me. When I came here, I immediately could feel an air of hopelessness, despair. But over time, I felt the wrongness runs far deeper than that.
What do you mean?
I don't know. But the feeling of wrongness never wanes. And so I attempt to puzzle it out. I don't suppose I could impose upon you.
Sure, I'll help.
It took patience, but some elves opened up to me, and I've heard their sad tales. But I found no real evidence to support my fears. Ears alone have done all they can. I was hoping you could be my eyes. Look around the alienage for anything out of the ordinary.
Any idea where I should start my search?
None. I thank you for humoring me on this. If I am wrong, I will rightly feel the fool. You seem capable. I have hope that you will find what I seek. Maker watch over you, child.
Alright, something wicked. Let's do that one. Make active. You've met a blind Templar, Sir Otto, who says that something is very wrong in the alienage. He asks you to be his eyes and look around for anything suspicious. Alright. Excuse me. Okay. So... Okay. So we need to find stuff. Ooh. That?
There's nobody to play with me.
Okay, so...
Who's there? No, I won't go. I'm not sick.
Okay. Okay, it's gotta be in the front of the orphanage. Gotcha. Also, I need to make. Okay, good. Death siphon is not on. That could be bad if it was. Okay.
The house has eyes. What Grandma calls. What's a girl to do? Have to be a good girl.
Quest updated. You found a feral dog that looks like it's close to going rabid. Search for more
Have to
clues.
avoid the bad men.
Pool of blood. This pool of blood is still damp. Besides the coppery smell of blood, you also pick up the faint scent of bad eggs. Okay.
I'll get on it.
This is the corpse of a rabid dog. It looks like he was skewed with a spear. Nobody's cleaned up the body and appears to have been dead for some time. Okay. Well, we can report our findings to Serato that something weird is definitely going on around the orphanage.
What have you found?
Pools of blood and the smell of rotten eggs.
There's been no fighting in the alienage recently, which means the blood is not congealing. I suppose there could be some explanation for it. That's by the orphanage, right? A sad place. Did you find anything else?
What's the orphanage's story?
When the Elven riot was being suppressed, the orphanage was stormed. It was bad. Very bad. Have you found anything else?
So, let me guess. A lot of elven children ended up getting murdered. Well, there's a rabid dog in the alley.
I'll report that at once. I've heard such afflictions can spread, even from a corpse. I suppose someone may not have known that. One odd thing I am willing to believe, but two is no coincidence. Let's head to the orphanage. Both of your clues were near there.
Are you sure you're up for this?
I'm sure your friends can keep me safe. I have faith in you. Let us proceed.
Hopefully that faith isn't misplaced.
The feeling is intense here. This is the right place. I know not if it's the work of the Maleficarum, but there is definitely evil here. You go first. I will follow.
Probably because I can actually see. Alright, well. Quick save. Okay.
Got it.
Iron ring. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and call in my Arachnicus Dethicus. That's odd.
I'll get on it.
Do you hear me, Sir Willem, Sir Willem? I'm a falling, Sir Willem, Sir Willem, today. I'm a maiden, Sir Willem, Sir Willem.
That's not creepy and ominous at all.
But I'm dying, Sir Willem, Sir Willem, in pain.
Creepy children singing Ring Around the Rosie.
Now's better than later.
That's not disturbing at all. Can't unlock, okay. Can't unlock.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
I can't click on the bad guys. Alright. That's not a pretty sight. Quartz.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
I will never die.
Oh boy. Looks like the graphics are going crazy again.
Free fall the kingdoms I war.
God damn it. Okay, let's try this again. Save. Exit. Load game. Okay. Sometimes you just need to go with the hard reset.
Alright, alright.
Wrong way.
This is the center of it.
Mortal, you do not belong here.
Definitely
Blessed
a demon.
Be the Maker and his prophet Andraste.
Your pathetic maker is nothing compared to my glory.
Let's test
I
that,
command
shall
you,
we?
Show yourself, demon. Hide in the shadows no more.
You dare to command me?
It's just a rage demon.
Your precious maker can protect you now, worm.
The hell is...
You won.
Oh, my spider's
At one time I
outside.
considered
Okay.
myself quite the warrior, but you accomplished here what I never could. But something still isn't right. I feel there is more to this. Nearby, the building next to us. I can feel it, just on the other side of this wall. Let us go.
Okay. There's my spider.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
I'm wondering something. I'd like to know your thoughts about some of our traveling companions. Do you mind if I ask?
Sure.
How about Ogren? You must have an opinion on the smell, at the very least.
He's an excellent warrior.
Yeah, that's what I thought you'd say. For a drunk, he's an excellent warrior, right? How he lifts his sword is a bit of a mystery.
Yeah, especially
so
since it's
I
an
suppose
axe.
the point is that he does lift it. And so long as we can point him in the right direction, he charges too. He has gusto, I'll give him that. Zevran, the elf. You can't trust him, can you? Do you believe his so-called vow?
Maybe. We'll see.
That's a lot to put on a maybe, isn't it? He's an assassin. The crows aren't known for giving up. Maybe he's just biding his time.
I'm willing to give him a chance.
Well, if you are, then maybe I should too. But that doesn't mean I won't keep an eye on him. He's just too shifty.
No, I get
What
it.
about
Trust but verify.
Sven? The way he looks at me with those eyes, creepy. And he's so quiet for someone so big.
He's dedicated. I'll give him that.
Yet he doesn't seem quite so bad as the Chantry tells us. According to them, his philosophy is vile and evil. Yet he seems so reasonable. And yet, he killed all those people. He doesn't even deny it. Doesn't that bother you?
I'm not gonna lie, it does bother me a little bit.
Yet he seems otherwise honorable and even wise. I don't get it. What about Liliana? Is she crazy? Or do you really believe in her vision?
It could be true. Who's to say it isn't?
Maybe you're right. It's not as if she could have known that we needed help so desperately after all. Yet, there she was. I don't know what to make of her. If you look at her when she doesn't see you, she just looks so sad. I almost feel guilty taking her away from her life.
It was her choice.
Yes, I know. Still, I feel badly for her. Morrigan, do you trust her? Think about it. Maybe Flemeth sent her with us for some other reason than she said.
Oh, there is definitely an ulterior motive. But you two really don't like each other, do you?
Well, aside from the fact that she's a complete and utter bitch, no, I don't like her at all. Why, do you?
I don't have to like her. She's useful.
That's the most sensible thing I've heard out of you yet. Just remember that she's dangerous too, and evil, and mean.
I wouldn't say evil.
Enough. I think
Not
my
good.
Curiosity is sated. Let's get back to it, shall we?
I wouldn't say Morgan is evil. She's definitely not good aligned. I'll grant you that. I would say she's neutral aligned. Chaotic neutral. Because while she objects to altruism, she doesn't go out of her way deliberately to cause chaos and evil. She's just cares more about herself than random people. Yeah, hiss, whatever. You're very scary, spider. Or shade, whatever. I don't care. You're dead now. Carolina's at it again, looting bodies during combat.
Another point.
Leave me alone. Just go. The voice of the
Oh, Jesus. Ow. Freaking fire. Alright. Well, the game auto-save, but I'm gonna quick save as well. Alright, here we go.
You think you are safe?
Though the Golden City has fallen, I have seen your face and your light. I am you.
Save your pedantic chant for your sermons, Templar. You have killed my brood.
The Maker compels you. Show yourself.
The Maker? There is no Maker. There is no Golden City. But there are demons. Yes.
I hear not your blasphemy. By Andraste and all the divine after her, I order you to face me.
You delusional fool.
Now's better than later.
I'm just,
This'll be fun.
We have done it again. I feel the darkness receding. I've seen the work of demon before. Some Maleficarum consort with them. But the Maker must have guided.
ew. I think we missed one.
You die! Use your anger!
Come on, mouse, work with me. That's completed.
I'll get on it.
All right. All right. Again. This game is so fragile. There we go. Someone in the alienage. Okay. Da 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 da. Hearing voices. Okay. So we've got to find. Oh, there you are.
The bad men. They are quiet. They call for blood no more.
Is this amulet yours? I found it in the orphanage.
It's my grandmother's. You found it, sir. May I have it?
There you go.
I feel like a mist is leaving. Oh, thank you, sir. I have to live my life.
All right. Next. Where the hell is Fazl's request? Run down apartments. Okay. Okay, that is the orphanage, Siren's house, Fallon store, hospice. Alright, so run down apartments. Back of the alienage. Okay. Apartments.
Got it.
Okay. Do, 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 do.
I'll get on it.
Alright. Field bone is a gift for the dog. And free Sailor Sextant. Alright, we're gonna head out first. No, unrest in the alley. Okay. Alright, that's gonna skip out a lot of stuff, so we're just gonna leave the apartments.
Can I get you a ladder?
Alright, so turn it to Chanter. Okay, we can do that later. Find the missing elves. Okay. So we need to figure out a way to get into the hospice.
No, you can't go inside just for a moment. So you might as well walk right back around to the front doors. You shouldn't be out on the streets now anyway. What with the plague?
Keeping your people from your families doesn't bother you?
Look, this is how things are. I didn't make the blight or the plague or anything. I'm just trying to make a living.
How much do they pay you?
Not enough to put up with all these questions. What do you want?
Would you let me in that house for 6 sovereigns?
6. Sure. I never saw you, and you never saw me.
Deal.
All right, all right.
Alrighty, well, that was fun. Okay, let's go here. Nice arrow. Battle axe. Pile o' coins. Yeah, I'll take that. And then this note. His key with this note. Bring 8 males and... Okay.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
What's in here?
Help us, please.
Holy
We're not
shit.
sick. Let us out of here.
Yeah, sure, I'll do it. Getting you out of there.
Thank you, friend.
Where's Felendrian?
They took him away already. Through the back alley. We don't know where exactly.
You should get out of here.
You don't have to say that twice.
Alright. Oh shit. Alright. Get back here. Why is he... Oh, okay, that was disgusting. Well, we need to find Shiani.
It's you. Come in. I didn't thank you before, did I?
I wish I could give you something. Everything I owned was lost to looters after the purge. Not that I had anything valuable to begin with.
Can you tell me what's going on here?
It's a plague, so they say. I've seen a few sick people since I've been back, but I don't know how bad it really is.
There are mages from Deventer here helping to treat it. But there's something odd going on, though. My cousin Shiani could tell you more. You can't miss her. Just look for the angriest woman in the alienage.
Does this magical treatment work?
I don't know. You can only find out for certain if it doesn't work. And no one wants to put it to a serious test.
Why hasn't the alienage been closed off?
Between the Civil War and Ostagar, the city doesn't have enough soldiers left to seal the alienage. And only elves and refugees have gotten sick. I'm sure that if anyone important gets the plague, the alienage will burn.
I guess the plague's been pretty bad. I've seen a few sick people myself, but by the time I got here, it seemed to be under control. There are mages from Deventer here helping to treat it. But there's something odd going on, though. My cousin Shiani could tell you more. You can't miss her. Just look for the angriest woman in the alienage.
Alright. Chantry allowed foreign magic here?
I guess so. I'd expect Templars here otherwise.
Oh, I should go.
Of course. Good day then.
Okay, quest updated. Yeah, okay. We gotta find Shiani. Where is Shiani? There she is.
What happened? Some of the elves ran out, but I didn't recognize any of them. Where are all the others?
I found this note.
Let me see that. What does this even mean? They can't be shipping people, can they? Shipping them where?
I think why might be a better question.
I don't care why. I just want to find everyone who's missing. But how could they take them away? Wouldn't we see them? They could be moving through the back alleys. There are all sorts of buildings back there. They could be using one as some sort of warehouse, staging area.
There is a key with the note.
There are apartments off the alleys. I would go to the back of the hospice and maybe follow the alley from there. If you find any more information, please let me know. I refuse to accept that they're all simply gone.
You got it. Back to the rundown apartments. Official notice. Bearing arms strictly prohibited. Elves who have a sword will die upon them.
Got it.
First rule of a tyrannical government. Disarm the populace. That way they can't fight back.
I see enemies ahead.
Alright, well that was quick.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Chainmail claws. Yeah, I'll just get rid of that. I'm starting to get heavy. Take the money though. Oh. Probably have. Well, let's just get rid of these. Because I don't need them. Don't need that. Okay. Doesn't have the dex. Does he have the dex for a short bow? No, he doesn't. Okay, fine. Get rid of it. Okay. I got a shit ton of skill and sundry stuff. Bum, 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 bum. Do that. Do that. And we'll do this. Oh, I didn't hit next, okay. No. Cunning up to 50. Strength up to 42. Next. Next. Play. So, let's look at our statistics now. Jesus Christ. Okay. And our sword. Alright, whatever. Do that. Next. I guess we'll do this. And that. And Ogren. I'm gonna up your dex. Okay.
What's this? Another shipment already? We weren't... Wait. You're no Tevinter. Who are you supposed to be?
Your worst nightmare. You know what? I'm gonna be a little subterfuge. I'm here to relieve you. Weren't you told?
What? No, you're not. There's nobody relieving us until midnight. Quick, get them, hurry!
Well, I tried. Okay, that worked.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
No, we're just gonna leave the blank felon. We are gonna quick save.
What is the meaning of this? We were told that there would be no interference from the authorities.
No interference in what? What's going on here?
You simply fought your way in here to ask questions, did you? You will regret this, you know. Believe it or not, we've been given dispensation to do our business here. You Fereldans talk a great deal about how very wrong slavery is. But isn't it funny how quickly the smell of gold overcomes such ideals?
You're slavers, huh?
Do you have any idea how difficult it is to acquire new blood? These slaves will fetch an excellent price in the Imperium, and we're paying handsomely for this opportunity. But enough. I am here to halt your slaughter, nothing more.
Alright, then step aside or be my next victim.
I am no fool. I can see that you are capable. So be it. I will let Caladrius deal with you while I fetch the Regent's men. I suggest you leave while you still can.
I see a trap.
Regent, huh?
I see a trap.
Oh, Jesus.
I'll
Well,
get on it.
talking about Logain, I'd be more than willing to fight them. But if you're talking about Rendon Howe, he's kind of occupied with being dead. Because I kind of killed him. You know, vengeance. Okay, screw that. I don't think that. Imperial Edge. Take that.
I see enemies ahead.
Surprised there's not as many mages.
Got it.
Grab the health potion.
I see a trap.
Tripwire.
I'll get on it.
Quick save.
Got it.
Best spell in the game.
I am Caladrius, and you, I assume, must be the Grey Warden I've heard so much about.
You've heard of me.
One can hardly get a word out of the Regent besides Warden these days. It's surpassed even gold in popularity.
And how do you know Logain?
Yes, you would be curious about that, wouldn't you? I've heard that you're trying to erode Logain's support. It must be a difficult task, yes, like washing away a mountain. Perhaps you could use some help.
Don't you have an agreement with Logain?
More of an arrangement, truth be told. One that disappears the moment angry armed intruders storm my abode. Truth be told, there was always a limit to how long we were going to be able to operate here. We've paid for many of Logain's troops, but once the Landsmeet is done, we become inconvenient. So, here is my offer. 100 sovereigns from you for a letter with the seal of the Terran of Guaren upon it, implicating him in all of this. Then, we leave a few days earlier than planned with our profits and remaining slaves unharmed.
I feel dirty. We're not considering this, are we?
So, do we have a deal? Even you must admit it's much better than resorting to barbarism, yes?
How do I know this letter of yours is any good?
It's legitimate. Whether or not it will actually help you, that I cannot say. Some people will not believe the truth even when it is right in front of them, yes?
You know what? I have a counteroffer.
Interesting.
You leave everything, and I let you leave with your hides.
Now, that's not much of a deal, is it? Let's do this the hard way, then. Men, shall we?
I see enemies.
Well, I tried.
Seems your reputation is an accurate one. I surrender.
All right. Let's see here. I suggest you come up with a new offer. Fast. Actually, get out of here now. Leave everything.
That's quite generous of you, considering your position. Many thanks.
You don't look like a Tevinter. Not that it means much. Are you one of them? What happens to us now?
Are you Valendrian? Shiani was looking for you.
Shiani? Did she send you here? Praise the Maker. We will not trespass long on your good graces. Come, everyone. Let's go home.
Alright. Codex updated. Valendrian, okay. Okay, so we got all the characters. Valendrian, remember that our strength lies in our commitment to tradition and to each other. Shale. Ogren. Arl Rendenhow. Cow died at the hands of Carolina and Denerim. Lord Peril Harmont. Eamon Balin Iduken. And Queen Enora. Alright. Let's see here. Discovered that the missing elves have been sold into slavery by Caladrius, a Tevinter slaver. You have recovered evidence that shows Loghain knew about this and allowed this. Okay, so we did get the evidence. That's good. I was worried that we wouldn't get it if we killed them, so I'm glad that we got him.
Now's better than later.
I mean, I would have preferred murking him, but you know.
I'll get on.
The evidence is more important.
I'm sorry if I was rude to you before. Andraste's ass, you'd think I'd learned some social graces. Anyway, what I mean by all this is, thank you.
Hey, I'd rather take an asshole who's genuine than a polite person that wants to slip a knife in my back. I'm looking at you, nobles. Well, let's go ahead and go here. Where's Valendrian? Oh wait, he has his own house, that's right. Okay.
Ah, it's you. Welcome. Please, come in. Tell me, how is Duncan?
You know Duncan?
He's been a friend of mine for many years, yes. From the look on your face, I take it the news is bad.
Well, let's just put it this way. He died as befitting a warden, sinking his blades into Darkspawn. But he died at Ostagar.
I am sorry to hear that. I knew that the Warden suffered great losses at Ostagar, but a few escaped. I had hoped Duncan might be one of them.
How did you know Duncan?
He came here, now and then, to look for potential recruits. Perhaps that seems strange to you, but Duncan was a man who knew that talent could emerge in the most unlikely places.
Well, I mean, the Wardens will take anyone, provided they can survive the joining. Even if they're from places people might not expect. What will you do about the plague now?
We've been through outbreaks of pestilence during the war with Orlais. We'll endure. I doubt very much now that the Tevinter intervention would have helped us anyway. Please, take this. Duncan gave it to me years ago. I suspect you'll put it to better use than I would.
Items received. We've got the Gift of the Grey. A dagger. Alright. Well, we're getting heavy again, so let's head to the market. Although we can trade with that's the hospice. Let's see if we can trade with the elves here.
Look who's here. I heard all about what you did to those Tevinters. Nice work.
Can I have a look at your wares?
Of course. Just keep it quiet.
No problem. Alright, so Staff of the Ephemeral Order. Interesting. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of these. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Get rid of those. Alright, get rid of those. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. All the shields. Because only Alistair uses shields. And he's already got the Cousland family shield. Is that your way of claiming him? Shut up. Malachite, quartz, greenstone, silk carpet, engraved silver bowl. Alright.
I win. Care to partake of Ogren's fine homebrew? It's the drink of the gods.
Alright, back to the estate. Well, first the Chanter's board, then the estate. I think we might be ready to do, or to call the lands meet. Let's see here. Lands meet. Okay, so for support, okay. Alright, so yeah. I think we have enough evidence. If we play our cards right, we can overcome Honora's support. Because we've people in our cards. We're not going to have Honora, so we're losing out on 3 points here. We could have support of Grand Cleric Elema, because I think we did complete the Lost Templar. Yeah, we did. Okay. And if we bring up the fact that Jowen, an apostate, poisoned Arl Eamon in the 3rd round, the Grand Cleric could be like, oh, fuck this. We're not supporting you, Logain, and that's 2 points. Then we've got some nobles. We've got Von Kendalis, who we did, or the Arl of Denerim, who we released from Hal's prison in exchange for his vote. So there's another one, so that's 3 so far. Arl Bryland of Southreach supports the Warden by default, but he's countered by Ban Kjorlik, so that's a wash. Ban Alstana of the Waking Seas votes for the Warden on the basis if 1, we completed Lost Templar and gave her the ring, and 2, successful persuasion with either the Blights as the threat here, not Orlais, or supporting Alistair's claim in the 3rd round of the debate. Ban Sigurd of Dragon's Peak will vote for the Warden if we complete the quest or bring up the slavery charge. So we've got 2, 3, 5 points already. Arl Wolof of the Western Hills will vote for us if we successfully argue that the Blight is the real threat in either the 1st or the 3rd round of debate. Whether or not the persuasion was successful, that's 6. Um, and then if we completed the Trial of Crows, which we did, a mysterious nobleman will lend support to the warden, citing it a family matter. Alright. So I think we'll be able to win the Lands Meet. Because we did all this back questing, even without a Nora support. But we're not going to do the Lands Meet today.
There is but one woe, one life, one death.
Those stung with 100 arrows, those suffering from ailments both great and small, his heart was strong, and he moved on.
Easily sidetracked.
All men are the work of our nature's hand.
Alright, so we're going to head back to the estate and we're going to start talking to people, doing the rounds. I don't know if there's any dialogue or anything, but I just kind of want to try it out. Okay.
This is a nice estate, isn't it? What's on your mind?
Let's talk about
I will
Circle.
answer to the best of my ability.
How'd you become a mage?
People don't become mages. They are born mages. The talent just surfaces later. But you are asking how I ended up at the Circle. I was brought there by the Templars, just like many of the other apprentices. I don't remember very much. I was very young then.
How did they know you were a mage?
I set a boy on fire.
Oh. I'm sure it's a fascinating story.
I didn't have a family. I never knew my real parents. My earliest memory was of hiding in a hayloft on a farm, trying to keep warm. I was found, and the farmer's wife was kind enough not to send me away. But they had children of their own, and I was never made to feel welcome. The eldest son was the worst. He was always calling me a stray, and throwing anything he could get his hands on at me. And I don't know how it happened, but one day, he just found his hair on fire. Fortunately, there was a large trough nearby.
Was he seriously hurt?
I had singed his hair and eyebrows, but injured little other than his pride. Who knows what they would have done to me had he been more seriously hurt. Thankfully, all I had to endure was a few nights locked in a cold barn with a bowl of water and a crust of bread. The Templars arrived several mornings later.
What happened when you arrived at the tower?
I'll never forget the moment the Templars led me into the entrance hall of the tower. I had never seen anything so grand in my life. I stopped being afraid then. I knew I was home.
It's a nice story.
Well, that's about all there is to my tale. That's how I came to the Circle.
What was life in the tower?
I would be lying if I said it was easy. First, there were rules, and we were constantly watched to make sure we behaved appropriately. Then there was the study of magic. We had to cast the spells just so, control the effects completely. A single word spoken incorrectly, a gesture out of sync, and lack of focus. And we needed to have perfect focus, or we would be in danger.
At least you learned the dangers of magic from the Circle.
Without the Circle and my mentors, I would not have been where I am today. And there was joy in life at the Circle. the joys of fellowship, in knowing that you were not alone in your struggles. In spite of everything, I was happy in the tower, and I loved it.
Alright, well, we're good with that for now. But yeah, Carolina doesn't know much of anything about life in the Circle other than what she saw during the Tower quest and what she's heard from Wynn. So she doesn't really fully grasp the idea that it's a gilded cage.
This is a nice change from having to sleep in the woods, isn't it? Something I can help with?
Talking about something.
Yes? What's on your mind?
You're a traveling minstrel. Do you have any tales to share?
Of course I do. I love stories far too much to keep them to myself. Everyone should be able to benefit from them, I think.
You know any stories from Relay?
Of course, Orlesians enjoy telling stories. I shall tell you my favorite tale of Aveline, the Knight of Orlais.
Sounds interesting.
A long time ago, a girl child was born to a farmer. He had hoped for a son, not a daughter, and so he told his wife to abandon the child in the woods. Before the cold could claim her, the baby was found by a tribe of Dalish elves who took pity on the poor mewling thing and raised her as their own. Aveline, for that is what they called her, grew strong and quick and clever under the guidance of the elves. She learned to wield a sword as well as any man, could kill a deer with an arrow at 100 paces, and was as graceful on the back of a horse as she was on foot.
Continue.
Aveline's Dalish guardians saw that she could easily best any Orlesian chevalier in battle, and wanted to show the cruel humans the child they had left to die. They bestowed upon her a fine horse and armor, and sent her to prove herself to her people in the grand tourney. Now in those days, no woman was allowed to take up arms, let alone compete in the grand tourney, but Aveline kept her helmet on and was not discovered.
Did she win?
Aveline won many events and gained the approval of the adoring crowd. Eventually, she came face to face with the knight Kaleva in the grand melee. Aveline had already bested him in the jousts, and Kaleva was determined not to lose a second time. Out of desperation to regain his honor, Kaleva tripped Aveline and tossed her to the ground, ripping off her helmet as he did so. Silence fell upon the arena as Aveline was revealed. Kaleva declared the previous competitions invalid. A woman had taken part, and this was not allowed. But the crowd cheered for Aveline. Kaleva was furious, for he had lost to a woman and was now being shamed. Blinded by his rage, he forced Aveline to her knees. "Know your place, woman," cried he, and slit her throat.
That's terrible.
The son of the king, Prince Freyan, was present. He recognized Aveline's skill and bravery and began to see the injustice done to the women in his land. When he was made king, he rewrote the laws of Orlais so that women could also become chevalier. He honored Aveline and knighted her after her death. And to this day, any female who is knighted reveres Aveline the Brave, for she is the patron of all women chevalier.
Alright. I think I heard the Darkspawn and Ferelden stories already. Ferelden's story is Flemeth, and the Darkspawn I think is just the Archdemon.
You know, I could get to like this. The last time I came to Denerim, I stayed at an inn so filthy the bedbugs had fleas.
Jesus.
Your wish?
Question.
Whatever you'd like to ask.
So tell me about your adventures.
My adventures? I'm hardly an old man just returned from across the ocean, am I? Should I shake my fist at nearby children while I talk about the good old days?
Well, you certainly talk like you've had adventures.
falling down a flight of stairs is an adventure. Falling into someone's bed, also an adventure. I am assuming what you're looking for are professional anecdotes. Let's see, my second mission ever for the Crows was a bit intriguing. I was sent to kill a mage who had been meddling in politics.
Meddling in politics, how?
How should I know? I got the impression it involved sex, but then I get that impression about most everything. Odd, really. As it turned out, the mage in question was quite a delightful young woman. Long, divine legs, as I recall. I caught her in a carriage on her way to escape to the provinces. After I killed her guard, she got down on her hands and knees and begged for her life. Rather aptly, I might add. So I joined her in the carriage for the night and left the next morning.
And she didn't try and kill you?
Well, yes, twice, actually. Then she decided to try and use me instead. The woman had actually convinced me to speak to the Crows on her behalf. What can I say? I was young and foolish at the time. Then, as I was kissing her goodbye to return to Antiva City, she slipped on the threshold and fell backwards out of the carriage. Broke her neck. Shame, really, but at least it happened quickly.
Were you upset?
At first, yes. Well, not upset. Surprised is really a better word. Then I found out that she had told the driver to take her to Janellen instead. She had planned to lose me in the provinces. I would have looked very foolish to the Crows. As it was, my master was very impressed that I had done such a fine job of making it look like an accident. The Circle of Magi was unaware of foul play, and everyone was happier all around.
These sort of things happen to you often?
Like being spared by a benevolent mark who then helps me escape from the Crows? Yes, it does seem to happen now and again, doesn't it? It was after that when I learned that one needn't let a pretty face go to your head. Professionalism was key. That's my moral of the day, you see.
Seems a little cold.
Without a doubt. But a certain coldness is called for, no? You would think that after all my youth and the hardships of my training, such coldness would have come naturally. Alas, not. But that's enough tale spinning from me for the moment. Talking about the mage has made me a bit nostalgic, I'm afraid. Ah, the good old days.
7 spruce. Okay, well, here, I can fix that. Hey, Severin, I know you like shiny things, so here you go.
You have excellent taste.
Alright. Let's see here. Ogren!
Right here, old pal.
I'd like to know more about you.
What about?
Are you sure you're fine with what happened with Bronca?
Oh, sure. I'm fine with it. I mean, she was a real firebrand between the sheets, but a bit soft in the skull, you know what I mean? Explains why she left, anyway.
Well, you're handling this well.
Well, what do you think? I mean, she was my wife. I spent 2 years trying to save her while she was off boffing that tramp and feeding my cousins to the Darkspawn. And now she's dead, and there's no way to ever make things better.
Well, if there's any way to help, I can help. Let me know.
You did what you thought was right, Warden. I just wish there was another way it has ended. You want to get moving now? My throat's sore from all this relating.
At least you didn't hate me over it. Okay. I'll talk with Shale.
Everything in here appears to be breakable. It seems most impractical.
Fair enough. Questions?
It doesn't have better things to do.
Not really. Are those crystals in your skin?
I like to think of them as accessories.
But what do they do?
I suspect that it is an art that was practiced when golems were more, commonplace.
My former master collected whatever lore he could find on the subject. He searched far and wide to collect what crystals he could and then added them. It is not an unpleasant sensation.
So it's a dwarven thing then?
So I would assume. My former master enjoyed poking around the ruins in the deep roads after all, and bartering with others who did. As I understand it, the crystals allow me to alter the flow of magic around me. Wilhelm had hoped to turn me into a battery of mana, something he could tap at will.
But they can do other things too, right?
Some of the crystals increase the presence of mana, some absorb or reflect spells. There are various kinds. All I can promise is that should it ever find one of these crystals, I can likely tell it the function and what it would do if added to me.
Would you be willing to have more added?
Why not? I don't get to wear clothing and other adornments like the rest of you creatures after all. That answers its question, I assume? Unless it has more.
Yeah, no more questions.
Better to save them for the next random stranger it decides to interrogate. Let us leave now.
I could have asked her about, you know, formerly being female as a dwarf, but I kind of get the feeling that she doesn't want to talk about that, and it's not really that important, so... Spark spawn! Sten.
This is not as defensible as I would like, but it will do. What is your wish, Kadan? I am hardly surprised. To put it lightly, no one has a place here. Your farmers wish to be merchants. The merchants dream of being nobles, and the nobles become warriors. No one is content to be who they are. Very well.
Let's go.
As you wish.
Alright, Morgan.
If one more servant asks if I would like a change of clothes, I will set the house on fire.
All right.
What comes, my friend?
I don't think we have anything. I think we're out of her dialogue. Okay.
I haven't been here in a while. They've changed the dining room. Ask away. Of course.
Alright. Well, with that... I believe we're ready to begin the lands meet. So we'll do that next week. Tomorrow probably won't have a stream. Broraz is celebrating his birthday, and it will take place at about we're having a birthday brunch, and it'll take place about the same time that we'd be having our stream. So the stream then. We might be able to make up the Cyberpunk stream from tomorrow, Sunday or Sunday evening. But Sunday morning, we should be good to do Mass Effect 3, which we'll be doing the Citadel DLC, the main mission. And if we make up the Cyberpunk stream on Sunday, it'll be in the evening, and we'll be doing the Black Sapphire for Phantom Liberty. Monday, in Final Fantasy X-2, we're going to keep going with the Spira World Tour. Our next stop is Luca, which will actually have an important thing we need to do in order to get the Titus ending. Then Monday night, we will be continuing our hard mode campaign in Ace Combat 4 with the goal of getting all the S ranks as well as just completing the campaign. We'll be starting with Bunker Shot. Wednesday afternoon in Horizon Zero Dawn, we're going to head up north to the fringe of Banuk territory, mainly to investigate rumors. We'll also be doing or unlocking another tall neck, and some other minor side quests. Then Wednesday night with the Floof crew, we're going to be playing more Monster Hunter Wilds as we make our way ever closer to fighting Guardian Arkfeld. Then Thursday, the aircraft showcase moves to a new game, Ace Combat 0. We will probably be doing 6 aircraft per episode. And there's 36 craft in total, which means 6 episodes. About, give or take. Depends upon if, like some of the missions will probably take longer than others. So, and the next Friday, we'll try and do Batman Arkham Knight with the League of Assassins, or League of Shadows, actually, Monday or Friday night. But next week in Dragon Age Origins, we're going to call the Landsmeet. And then after that, we will have a few things left to do. We'll need to go to Basilian Forest and slay the Cabal of Maleficarum. We also need to finish this up, but it's not entirely important. Same with the Blackstone Irregulars. But another big thing we're going to need to do is return to Ostagar. We'll do that after the Landsmeet. And this will be the last DLC that takes place during the Blight. So after... So we'll probably have Landsmeet and other minor side quests. Then we'll have Return to Ostagar. Those could be done in the one stream. Then we'll have the final battle, which would be probably a stream all of itself. And then after that, we'll go into Awakening. But thank you all for joining me. I apologize again for the lateness. But I will see you guys Sunday in Mass Effect 3 Citadel DLC.